Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Floyd Dobb Field here on the campus of Milledgeville High School. I'm Kyle Leach, as we got a key 8-man matchup here this afternoon between the number 7 ranked Milledgeville Missiles, coming in with a record of 5-3, hosting the Champaign St. Thomas More Sabres. They come ranked number 6 in the polls. They sit at 6-2. This game here today going to go a long way, and playoff seedings that will be announced later tonight. As it's kind of the big day here in IHSA football. All the playoff pairings come out tonight for 8-man, as well as classes 1A through 8A. And this one is a key game. It's going to hold up everybody's bracket until we got a final here tonight. Milledgeville with a win. They will have a home game next weekend, looking like they'll be the 7th seed in the playoffs. So likely they will be sitting at home. If they lose this game, they probably drop down to a 13 seed and they'll have to go on the road in the first round. So yeah, it goes a long way. Champaign St. Thomas More looks like they're sitting at a home game regardless, as looks like they're going to be sitting in that 8-9 or sitting in the 8 spot with a loss here today. If they get a win here over the Missiles today, they are looking somewhere around the 5 seed for the Sabres. So a lot on the line here today as the Milledgeville Missiles take on the Champaign St. Thomas More Sabres. Milledgeville 5-3. St. Thomas More 6-2. They're defeated their road to get here so far. They lost to Decatur Lutheran the first week 30-14. They defeated Flanagan Cornell Woodland 50-18. Lost at Polo 46-0. And then they've been on a hot streak here. They defeated Bushnell-Prairie City 42-28. Pawnee 28-22. Danville Schlarman 40-0. They knocked off at the time number 1 Milford Sisman Park in double overtime 34-26. And last week they beat Martinsville by a score of 32-20. They averaged 29.8 points per game and give up 23.8 points per game. The Milledgeville Missiles, their road to here. Week 1, Orangeville, they were victorious 46-8. Freeport-Aquin, they won 66-24. Week 3, they lost to Heartbreaker to Amboy 40-36. Week 4, they defeated Polo here at home 54-38 in the Battle of the Blacktop. Then they lost at Decatur Lutheran 58-56. Had a forfeit win against Elgin Christian. They lost to West Central 64-36. And last week a game we had right here on the Area Sports Leader WCCI, they knocked off River Ridge by a score of 66-14. Champaign, and then now they end up with Champaign St. Thomas More. The Missiles score 51 points per game, allow 35 points per game. As defense was better last week up at River Ridge, the defensive effort was better, and I'm joined by Big Mac here. Mark Macomb, once again, you had the call last week. We were very impressed with the Missiles, and boy, a key game here today, Mac.
Yeah, exactly. I think the really tuned things up last week against the Wildcats there up at River Ridge. So it'll be interesting here if they can kind of keep that momentum going into the playoffs here. Big playoff implications there. Just down talking to the Polo staff down there, and they're anxiously waiting to watch how this game rolls out.
Yeah, they're Missile fans here today by the bracket wise, and so looking at both these teams are in. Like I said, the Missiles with a win, they'd be the 7th seed. They'd host a first-round game. Most likely get West Central in round 2. Where they lose this one, they go on the road first round. Most likely Milford drop to the 13 seed. Champaign St. Thomas, they will drop to the 8 seed with a loss here today, but still have a home game. Or they would climb up to the 5 seed with a win. Like I said, both teams in. Boy, if you could almost say the Missiles' path is easier at 5-4 than it is 6-3, Mac.
Yeah, that's a very good point. But I think the important part is what we're going to see today is a game of meaning.
Yes.
The game means a lot here. Obviously, they're both in, but at this point, you kind of get a little greedy here, and you kind of want to get your best seed so you can play in front of your home fans. I think that's very important.
Yes.
Your fans deserve it, and you as a team deserve it if you've worked hard to get to that point.
Yeah, both these staffs want to win this game. There's nobody out here that's going to say we're going to throw this game for that's just bad karma. That's both team. Neither team wants to go into the postseason with a loss.
Yeah, that's a very good point here, and I think as you alluded to earlier there, we really saw the Missiles really kind of tuning things up last week against the River Ridge Wildcats, and we'll see if that continues today. But as much as I'm excited about it, we have just unseasonably warm weather, Kyle.
And it's just difference from last Friday.
Yeah, it's just much different, and even you look at the calendar and you look at what wardrobe you ought to wear, but then you look outside and you go, well, I'm overdressed.
Yep, and I'll go over the starting lineups first for the Sabres from Champaign St. Thomas More. Offensively, led by quarterback Matt DeLorenzo, 5'11", 180-pound senior. Running back Peace Boomba, he's a load for him, 6'2", 195-pound junior. Wide receiver Ben Horn, 6'3", 175-pound junior. Tight end August Christoph, a 6'1", 185-pound junior. Tight end Thomas Corpy, 6'1", 190-pound junior. Offensive lineman James Schmidt, a 5'11", 260-pound sophomore. Center Toby Krups, a 6'2", 270-pound sophomore. Offensive lineman Robbie Vavrick, a 6'1", 270-pound junior. Defensively for the Sabres, August Christoph at defensive end, James Schmidt at defensive lineman, Thomas Corpy at defensive end. Outside linebacker Matt DeLorenzo, middle linebacker Brody Cuppernell, a 6 foot 220-pound junior. Outside linebacker Eric Peace Boomba, defensive back Reed Craddock, a 5'9", 135-pound sophomore, and defensive back Ben Horn, a 6'3", 175-pound junior. They start 6 players both ways, head coached by Nathan Watson, assisted by Mark Ambrose, Chris Bazell, Clark Roberts. Now for the Milledgeville Missiles here, offensively, led by quarterback Connor Nye, 5'10", 180-pound junior. Colton Wilk, a 6'2", 165-pound senior. Running back Micah Tom Smith, a 5'10", 170-pound sophomore. Connor Johnson, a 5'9", 165-pound freshman. Kason Johnson, a 6 foot, 160-pound senior. Cade Akers, a 5'10", 200-pound senior. Jacob Promenchenko, 5'10", 190-pound junior, and Eric Ebersol, 5'8", 190-pound senior. Defensively, on the defensive line, we got Eric Ebersol, defensive lineman Bruce Raymond, 5'9", 245-pound junior, defensive lineman Jacob Promenchenko, linebacker Connor Nye, linebacker Colton Wilk, linebacker Micah Tom Smith, linebacker Bryce McKenna, 5'8", 155-pound junior, and Kason Johnson at defensive back lineup. The Missile starting lineup, they start 5 players both ways, head coached by Jason Roble, assisted by Brad Grenoble, Austin Carabia, Cody Druce, Cal Engelkins, and Cameron Daughtine. Battle in the trenches there. The Champaign St. Thomas More has the size there. MAC offensive line, they average 267. Missiles defensive line is 208. And then the Missiles offensive line is 193 compared to 212. So, especially on the offensive line, they got a lot of beef up front there to St. Thomas More.
Yeah, that's an impressive offensive and defensive line there that St. Thomas More puts out on the field. So, yes, I wonder if we might see maybe just an idea. If we'll see a little trickery, you can sometimes get linemen out of position like that, and they over pursue. And I wonder if we'll see some potential trickery here today, just to keep things honest.
Yep, stats here in the game. Connor Nye on the season, he is thrown for 1,130 yards, 21 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. You'll take that touchdown to ratio all day long.
Yeah, that's very solid.
Yep, their quarterback, Matt DeLorenzo, he's thrown for 834 yards, 14 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Rushing, Connor Nye leads the Missiles with 678 yards and 8 touchdowns. Colton Wilk next on the team with 533 yards and 6 touchdowns. Champaign St. Thomas More, they're led by Peace Boomba, 636 yards, 10 touchdowns for him. He's missed a few games this year for the Sabres. He was out in that polo game where they got beat by the Marcos, but he is back, and at 6'2", 195, he is a load to bring down.
Yeah, that's going to be a challenge here for the Missiles here. Bring him down, and as much as anything, that's the type of runner you want to attack low and wrap. Don't let him just keep those legs turning. So get him low and bring him down.
Yep, receiving-wise, Kason Johnson, 32 receptions, 653 yards. Connor Johnson, 199 yards. Colton Wilk, 126 yards and 4 touchdowns. Kason Johnson has 9 touchdowns, Connor Johnson 5. But the return of Bryce Audie last week, as he had 2 touchdowns on 3 catches last week. That's a big key for the Missiles back.
Well, we talked about it on the air last week there. It was quite a spark there for the Missiles. I think it was just one more dimension that the Missiles brought to the field offensively, but great to see the young man back out there competing after a long road from an injury. So awesome, and normally all those weapons they have going into the playoffs.
All right, we're going to cut away for the national anthem. We'll be back. Here to Floyd Dobb Field here on the campus of Milledgeville High School. Kyle Leach joined by Mark Macomb here. Mac, as we're set for kickoff, and I believe I heard Milledgeville will receive the opening kick. So we'll see the high power. This is an interesting game. Talking to some St. Maur fans here. They're a really good defensively team. That's what they can score as well, but very good defensive team is going to be a missile high-powered offense versus the Sabres defense.
Well, that's always an interesting clash there, which one wins out here, but oftentimes early on, both teams, you don't see a lot. You just kind of see both teams feeling each other out, kind of what they're going to do early on here. So, it's probably a little conservative. I talked to them about maybe we see a little trickery, but I'll bet you we don't see it here the first series or two until they kind of get an idea where this game's heading.
Wilt and Case and Johnson back to receive for the Missiles, set to toe it up for the Sabres will be Del Lorenzo. And we're set for kickoff here. Milledgeville in their home black uniforms, black helmets, black jerseys, black pants, orange numbers, orange and white trim. Here's the kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And we'll see if the Missiles will just take the ball, if they're going to make him re-kick. Roble says, kick it again, I believe. Yep. Coach Roble says kick it again, and with the weapons back here for the Missiles, something he's done a lot, Mac. I know that sometimes comes back to bite you.
Yeah, that can be unconventional, because I think some coaches get very, very nervous on special teams because weird things happen on special teams sometimes, and you look back at special teams later in the game and say that special teams play was a difference.
But I think most teams would be content with the Missiles starting the ball at their own 35. We'll see where this one goes, but with the returners they have, it's a dangerous game to play to kick it deep. So we'll see if that pays off here for the Missiles. St. Thomas More on the road, white jerseys, white helmets, green pants, dark green lettering with yellow and green trim. Here comes a kick. Going to go out of bounds again, and I'm guessing Roble's going to make him kick it again.
I think if it was good once, it'll be good twice now. So
he could have put a fair catch up for it over there. That was kicked right at Coach Roble.
Well, probably here, this just keeps improving the Missiles' starting position here where they get the ball after return.
Yep, so now instead of kicking from the 40, last time it was the 35, now they're back at the 30, so.
I don't know if I've ever seen 3 in a row.
So Del Lorenzo will kick off from his own 30. Johnson and Wilk standing about their own 25 now. So we're trying the opening kickoff the third time here, and this one's down the middle of the field. Going to go almost over that to Johnson. He receives it at the 20, 25, 30, and all that, and they're going to get it where they about would have had, maybe a yard short, Mac.
Yeah, it's interesting. After all that hoopla and the extra kicks here, they're going to take over on the first offensive series there at the 34-yard
line, where the Missiles will have it for their first possession. Yes, 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Shotgun formation, doubles to the left and one to the right. Shotgun formation for 9, motion goes Wilt. Wilt going to take the toss and get around one defender. And going to be a short gain there. Tackled by Del Lorenzo, I believe, after gain of maybe 2. Going to give him 3 for Wilt. Second down and 7 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 37-yard line. So the playoff pairings come out this evening here. Big day for the IHSA as well as Illinois 8-man football. Now I formation behind Nye. Tom Smith and Wilk behind him. Double tight end set. Going to be play action. Nye going to roll to his left, now to his right. He's going to take it, run. And going to have a nice gainer. Going to be about a yard short of the first down. Gain of about 6 there for counter 9.
Nice decision by Nye there. I see he kind of saw there wasn't really anything open, so he called his own number there and tucked it under. And nice gain, so it brings, as coaches would like to say, third and manageable, 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1 now for the Missiles. Ball on their own 43-yard line. Key down here. Antonio Dixon on the tackle there for the Sabres. Oh, now they jump. Looked like the Sabres are going to go offside and give the Missiles a first down, Mac.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those mental mistakes there. The Sabres After you work so hard defensively to hold things together and get a third down situation, you move the sticks here, and it's 1st and 10. Ball rests on the, what do we got here, Kyle, 48?
Yep, 48-yard line of the Missiles. 1st and 10 after the 5-yard walk-off. It's like 2 receivers to the left. That's Johnson and Wilk. 2 to the right. That's Johnson and Tom Smith, excuse me, as Nye and the shotgun. Wilk goes in motion, going to fake it to him. Now Nye's going to run it up the middle. Avoids a couple tackles. Going to be a nice gain there. Wrapped up by a host of the Sabres. Dixon as Cuppernell on the stop. Gain of 5 there for Nye.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd down and 6.
2nd down and 5 now for the Missiles. Ball on the just about 47.5-yard line of the Sabres. 9:50 to go here in the opening quarter. We're still scoreless in this one. Nice shotgun formation. Wilk beside him to the left. Johnson split out wide. Now Nye drops back to pass. Throws it to Johnson. He's got the catch and tackled there shortly, but going to be enough for a 1st down. About 11 yards to Case and Johnson. Just an easy pitch and catch there, Matt.
Yeah, nice, and that's Nye's first pass attempt here on this drive here. He's been in passing formations here, but just hasn't had anything open, but nice recognition on the slant.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 36-yard line. Nye now gets it out to Johnson. Is through his hands out of bounds. Pass falls incomplete.
I think Johnson had ideas of moving up the field there before he had the ball there, and it just squirted through his hands.
2nd down and 10 now for the Missiles. Ball on the Sabres' 36-yard line. There's a lot of playoff implications on the line in this one. Seeding purposes, like I said, both of them in. The one game going on today, Martinsville and Danville-Schlarman, both those teams 3 and 5. The winner of that game is in. The loser is out, so that's a big game there as well. Nye, shotgun formation, hands it up. Tom Smith, and Tom Smith's got room to run. Makes one man miss, and he'll be tackled down there by number 26 there. Reed Craddock on the tackle. Going to be a 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Gain of 11 for Tom Smith. Great job there by the Missiles offensive line on that one, Matt.
Yeah, nice job, Tom Smith there. Recognized what he had there, and he just about got the edge there. And if he gets the edge there, it might be 6.
9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Missiles on the move here. 1st and 10, ball on the Sabre 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Johnson split out to the left. Double tight end set. Wilk to his right. Nye takes a snap, fakes it to Wilk. Now he rolls to his right. And going to take off. Puts foot on the ground and makes us something out of nothing there. Nye going to be close to a 1st down there. De Lorenzo on the stop. See where they mark him, about a yard short maybe. Gain of 9. They had defenders out there, Mac, but Nye just kind of lowered his shoulder and went right at him.
Nye's done a very, very nice job scrambling there, and I think that's really going to pay dividends as the game goes on because his receivers have been covered pretty tightly.
Yep, St. Thomas More, I seen on line talking, they said St. Thomas More has maybe got the best defensive backs in 8-man as a handoff to Wilk, and he's going to have a 1st down, gain of about 3 yards. Be 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Sabre 13-yard line. So just kind of a methodical drive here, Matt, for the Missiles.
Exactly here. They really haven't done much fancy there. They've just really just moved the sticks here consistently and been error-free there with the penalties too.
8 minutes to go here, opening quarter. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Sabre 13-yard line. I formation. Nye going to hand it off to Wilk. Wilk off the right side. And still on his feet. He's down inside the 5. Going to be close to a 1st down, about a yard short. Nice run there by Colt Wilk.
A real nice job by Wilk there. First contact there, he kept moving, and I think he picked up about another 2 yards after contact. So
gain of 8. So 2nd and 2 from the 5-yard line. Double tight end set once again for 9. The Missiles going to be shotgun formation. Nye takes a snap. Now tucks it and run. He's got an opening. Nice. Inside the 5. Reaches for the goal line, and he's just short, but he's going to have a 1st down. Just short of the goal line. Gain of about 4.5. Just kind of load up the line there, Mac, and run your best athlete there.
Yep, Nye has really called his number. I don't know how many yards he has unofficially here.
24 yards on this first
drive, yeah.
And 11 more through the air. First and goal for the Missiles. Ball inside the 1 yard line of the Sabres. 6:53 here to go in the opening quarter. Double tight end set for the Missiles. I formation behind Nye. I'm betting it's going to be a quarterback sneak. Nye takes a snap, and he is in for a Missile touchdown. Connor Nye gives the Missiles the first lead of the ball game at 6:39 to go in the first quarter. And boy, what an impressive drive, Mac. Missiles rely a lot on the big play. That time it didn't happen. They just
very methodical, just executed very, very well there and moved the ball right down the field there. Started out with good field position, which I think always helps too, but did a nice job executing on that first drive of the day.
Now the all-important 2-point conversion here. Missiles go for 2. Doubles. 2 running backs behind Nye. Pro formation. Nye under center. Fakes it to Wilt. Going to roll to his right. Looks for his receiver and is caught by Johnson. He threaded the needle. I don't know how that pass got through, but it did, Mac, and the conversion is good. 6:39 to go here in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, St. Thomas More 0. We'll be back on your Sports Leader WCCI after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back to Floyd Dobb Field. Ebersole with the kick, and it's going to go out of bounds, and we'll see if they return the favor, Mac, and are going to make the Missiles re-kick. What do you think?
I think so. I think it seemed to work pretty good for the Missiles. They had the multiple kicks there. They improved their field position, but still a lot of discussion here at this point.
Looking like they're going to maybe take the ball at the 35.
Yes, it is. They're pointing the officiating, pointing to the 35, so I think the ball's going to set rest there.
First chance to see the Sabre offense, led by Peace Boomba, 6'2", 195-pound junior. Going to be the key matchup in this game. Can the Missiles slow down the running game here of the Sabres? DeLorenzo can do it through the air as well to his favorite target, Ben Horn, who's had a good season for the Sabres as well, 408 yards receiving. Looking like they're going to come out in a double tight end set. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Single tight end set, excuse me. DeLorenzo out of the shotgun. Ben Horn goes in motion. Going to snap it to him. He goes off the right side. He gets around Nye, and he pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 4.5. Second down and 6.
From the 39.
Got to the edge that time on the Missiles defense. Second down and 6. Ball on their own 39-yard line. 6:33 here to go in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, St. Thomas More 0. Shotgun formation once again. Surprisingly, Boomba not in the game to start it here. Offensively, DeLorenzo going to be a quarterback keeper. He's tackled by Tom Smith, as well as Ebersole. Going to gain about 3 yards. Going to bring up about 3rd and 3. Big down here for the Sabres. First, 3rd down and 3, ball on their own 42-yard line. Boomba now does check in here for the Sabres.
That Sabre offense comes to the line, you get a new appreciation for their size. They're big up front.
They are good size. They bring in some extra tight ends as well in there now. Single tight end set, 1 in motion goes Horn. Boomba in the backfield behind DeLorenzo, and they're going to run the option to the right side, and DeLorenzo's going to have a first down Makes a couple man's miss before he's brought down by McKenna. He's going to gain 4 on 3rd and 3. Don't think they didn't watch that option. That's what West Central killed the Missiles with, that speed option to the right side there. He made a smart decision, kept it, and converted the first down.
Yeah, and that is very, very tough to stop there, especially when you got a quarterback with talent there. And DiLorenzo, we've seen early on here, he's pretty talented.
First and 10 for the Sabres, ball on their own 46. Shotgun formation. Going in motion is Cuppernell. Big lead blocker, DiLorenzo. Gonna have a short gain here, tackled by Nye as well as Raymond. Every gain of about 2.
Tackled by Eric Eversole.
Eversole on the stop as well.
Gain of 2, it's now 2nd down and 8.
As Raymond checks out, replaced by Adamick. Like Roos shaking up on the play there for the Missiles. 2nd down and 8 for the Sabres. Ball on their own 48-yard line. 4:50 to go here in the opening quarter. Milledgeville leads 8-0. Cuppernell to the left, Horn to the right. Now going to be the Wildcat formation. Boomba going to take the direct snap here. Piece Boomba lined up. Cuppernell goes in motion. Boomba is going to fake it and run behind that. And Boomba's going to be hit in the backfield and drop for a loss. Nye the first one to get there. Wilt Adamick as well. A big stop for the Missiles, a loss of 2. So one thing, if you don't block that well, Mac, that when you run that Wildcat, I mean, everybody knows what's going to happen.
That's right. That's right. It's pretty obvious what the results are going to be out of that play. But as you say, Missiles did a nice job of just blowing that up there and brings it 3rd and 10.
They struggled with the Wildcat. Miller from Decatur Lutheran killed him in the Wildcat. Salto from Polo as well, but Boomba that time couldn't. 3rd and 10 for the Sabres. DiLorenzo out of the shotgun formation. Double tight end set. DiLorenzo drops back to pass, fakes it to Boomba. Now he's going to put it up in the air. Boomba's got a man, and he catches it. He's going to say he is in bounds down near the 29-yard line. Nice ball, DiLorenzo to Boomba.
Boomba did a nice job there keeping it in bounds. I thought for a moment there he was going to be out of bounds there, but real nice job there. Probably stayed
25 yards to Boomba.
Inside the out-of-bounds line by about 4 inches.
1st and 10 for the Sabres. Ball on the Missile 29-yard line. They convert a 3rd and 10 there. Nice ball by DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo out of the shotgun formation. Boomba to the left, Horn to the right. Double tight end set. It's going to be Horn off to the left side, and he's got the corner. Gets around Mack. Going to be pushed out of bounds, but a nice gainer there for Horn. And now we got a late flag. Might have a personal foul on St. Thomas More. We do. I believe Boomba got hit with a late hit down there, Mac. What a gain, but a gain of 7 for Horn, but after the play we're going to have... So I think it was after the play too, so it should be 2nd down after this penalty, Mac.
Well, there's no doubt that Horn's going to get the ball multiple times there. We've seen that early on here. They've tried different ways of getting him the ball and using his speed and athleticism.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, 15-yard penalty, and it will be 2nd down. 2nd down and 18.
I didn't see what happened there, Kyle.
I didn't see it either.
I just saw the flag come after the whistle.
Boomba was blocking on it. Could have been close. Boomba was blocking after the whistle, I believe. So 2nd down and 18 now for the Sabres. Ball backed up to their own, or to the Missiles' 37-yard line. DiLorenzo's going to run it to the right. Now changes field back to the left, and he gets through. DiLorenzo with a nice gainer. Could have been stopped for a loss, makes something out of nothing, and he's got a nice gainer there. And he's a little slow to get up there. 13 for DiLorenzo. Nice run by him there, Mac, making something out of nothing.
Yeah, just, as you said, made something out of nothing there, and brings up 3rd and manageable here for the Sabres.
Well, the Missiles had him bottled up to the right, but he cut it back to the left. I'm not sure who missed the tackle. But 3rd and 5 now for the Sabres. Ball on the Missile 24-yard line. Cuppernell in the backfield with DiLorenzo. Cuppernell, 6 foot, 220 pounders, playing the fullback running back position right now. One takes a snap. Boomba goes in motion from left to right. Going to be the option. I'm going to pitch it. Cuppernill, ball's loose in the middle, but Cuppernill got back on it. A dangerous pitch inside there, Mac.
Yeah.
That was an incomplete pass. So
they would call the forward pass.
You're right. That is a forward pass. So
technically that would be a fumble. So.
Yep. So incomplete pass.
Still 4 down territory here for the Sabres here. So 4th and 5.
Big down here for the Sabres. 4th and 5, ball on the Missile 24-yard line. They converted a 3rd and 10 earlier. De Lorenzo put it in the air to Boomba, see if they go back to that matchup.
3 minutes left here in quarter number 1.
One tight end. No, one tight end to the right. Boomba in the backfield with De Lorenzo. Horn to the right. 4th and 5 for the Sabres. De Lorenzo takes a snap, now rolls to his right. He's got all day to throw back there, all day. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Raymond, the first one to get there to host all the Missiles. The Missiles are going to take over. 1st and 10, ball on their own 25-yard line. Boy, great coverage downfield, Mac. He had all day to throw and then finally had to tuck it and run.
That really goes hats off to the secondary there, and then the linemen there were just had the opportunity to sack De Lorenzo, and he had to kind of eat it rather than throw up a free ball.
1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on their own 25-yard line. Actually, about the 26-yard line. So loss of 2 on that play. Raymond, 9 in there as well as Ebersol. A big defensive stop for the Missiles. Something I haven't said a lot this year, Mac. Shotgun formation for Nye. Wilk to his left. Johnson split out to the right. Audie in the tight end set. Nye drops back to pass. Now he's going to air it out, and Audie slipped out, but just overthrew Bryce Audie. He had him, but couldn't quite connect that time.
Yeah, it was the right idea, and Audie had created some space there out there on the sideline there for catch, but just couldn't haul it in. Just a little over his head, just a little overthrown there by Nye. But I tell you what, real impressive with Nye in his decision-making here early on, Kyle. Here he's done a nice job throwing the ball or tucking the ball.
2nd down and 10 for the Missiles. I formation. Tom Smith and Wilk in the backfield. Nye gonna hand it off to Wilk. Wilk off the left side. He's gonna be tackled after a short gain. Nicely there by number 55, James Schmidt. Gain of 2 there for Wilk.
2-yard gain to play now. 3rd down and 8.
And now a big stop for the Sabres so they can try to force the 3 and out and get the ball back. 3rd and 8 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 27-yard line. Or 28-yard line. 2:17 to go here in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, St. Thomas More 0. Nye, shotgun formation. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Nye drops back to pass, and going to be the screen to Audie. It's incomplete. That was covered well by De Lorenzo, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 8. The screens worked a lot, but you could tell Moore was not fooled by that one there, man.
Yeah, I definitely saw something on the scout report there. They were waiting for that center screen there. And
4th and 8 for the Missiles will bring out the punt team. Key here for the Missiles, Tristan Green is the new long snapper. In for Landon Frederick. One of the 2 injured in the auto accident. Prayers still with those 2 boys, Landon and Cy. I hope their families are listening here today. Snap to Ebersol. Good snap and a good kick by Ebersol down the right side of the field. Going to go out of bounds. Maybe a little earlier than what they'd like. It went out earlier than what I thought. And the Sabres are going to have good fielding position here, Mac. 1st and 10 for them. Ball on the 49 of the Missiles. So the Missiles unable to get anything going after they get a big stop there on 4th down. They go 3 and out. The big stop for the Sabres there, Mac, is they let the Missiles drive right down the field the first time, but get a big 3 and out.
Yeah, I got the big turnover on downs there, but just we'll see what the Sabres here. I'm interested to see what they come back here offensively. They've kind of got an idea where the Missiles are going to attack them, but I think there's some really good athletes on the field both ways here, Kyle. This is really great football to watch.
Yep. 1:58 to go in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 for the Sabres. Ball on the Missile 49. Single tight end set. Horn to the left. Boomba right beside De Lorenzo to his right. Horn goes in motion. And De Lorenzo gonna throw it out, looking for number 58, and he leads him a little bit too far. Or 60, excuse me. That's Dixon. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 now. Good Missiles not fooled on the play action there, Mac. They tried to look. They looked as though they were going to run that option to the right, but Micah Smith with good coverage. Don't get caught looking in the backfield. Single tight end once again. Horn this time to the right. Almost a pistol formation. Looks like Boomba maybe lined up behind Del Lorenzo. And going to be the toss to Boomba. Boomba gets around Wilk. And we're going to have a face mask there by Wilk. Boy, they had him stopped for no gain on the play. But Wilk's going to get called for the face mask high, and that's going to be a 15-yarder.
Yeah,
I hope Boomba's okay on the sideline here. That helmet was ripped off. Wilk lost his position. He's got to stop the outside contain there. Nye was there to stop the inside, but Wilk got caught looking inside. 15-yarder, so it would have been 3rd and 10. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Sabres, deep into missile territory here. Boomba does look to be okay on the sideline. That's a good note.
Yeah, he's up and
looking at the trainer here, Kathleen Morrison here from St. Thomas More. So 1st and 10 for the Sabres, ball on the missile 34-yard line. Big 15-yard penalty. Missiles have got to keep contained on the outside. Raymond, like I say, he was back that last drive after looked he was a little injured coming off, but he had a sack there the last series, back in there this series. And St. Thomas More going to take a timeout. 1:45 here to go in the opening quarter. Champaign St. Thomas 0. Champaign St. Thomas More trails 8-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your Sports Later WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field here. 1st and 10 for the Sabres. Coming out of the timeout by St. Thomas More. Their first timeout. Boomba is back on the field there. 3 wide receivers to the left here. Shotgun formation for the Sabres. Del Lorenzo takes a snap. Now looks left. He's got Horn deep and Boomba. He's going to put it up there for Boomba, and Boomba got past the defense. Nye lost track of where the ball was, but he couldn't track it down, Mac.
That was close. That was close. He had definitely got behind the defense there, Boomba, and just probably a half a step outside of his reach. But as they would say in baseball, it's just a loud out.
Yep, just dodged a long foul ball there.
Yep.
But that Missiles dodged a bullet there. Had double coverage on him, but like I said, both Missile defenders were not aware the ball was there. But Boomba couldn't track it down. They come to the same formation again. 3 to the left. Craddock, Horn, and Boomba. Del Lorenzo out of the shotgun set. Single tight end set. Taking their time. Del Lorenzo drops back to pass. He's going to air it out once again to Boom, and this one's off target. Well off the line that time. Going to be 3rd down and 10. 1:34 here to go in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, St. Thomas More 0.
Well, the Sabres have taken 2 shots at the end zone here basically these last 2 plays, so they're kind of playing it like they're 4-down territory here. So we'll see if 3rd and 10 here.
You don't have to get it all here if you're St. Thomas More. You'd like to get about half of it if you can. Got 2 plays to get 10 yards. 3rd and 10 for the Sabres. Ball on the Missile 34-yard line. 2 wide receivers set. Boomba to the left, Horn to the right. Del Lorenzo shotgun formation, double tight end set. Boomba coming in motion from left to right. Gonna fake it to him, and Del Lorenzo's gonna keep it. Ebersole tackled there nicely. Gain of about 2 yards there for Del Lorenzo. Be up a 4th and 8.
Gain of a yard in the play is now 4th down and 9 from the 33.
4th down and 9, they say. Give him a 1-yard gainer. I think Chad Selman, who was listed as well. Thank you, Chad. I always say Chad's about the 4th or 5th best electrician in town. We appreciate him listening. 4th and 9 for the Sabres. Double wide receiver set. De Lorenzo out of the shotgun formation. That's my paper just about blew out the door here. As De Lorenzo gonna air it out, looking for Boomba. He puts it up, and Boomba comes away with it, I do believe. He does. Yep, he's down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. De Lorenzo just put it up there as Boomba comes away with it over Wilk. Gain of about 24 that time.
Yeah, Boomba using that 6'2" frame there to his advantage there, and just goes up and gets those lofted balls, those looped balls. That
4th and 9, they convert. 1st and goal for the Sabres. Ball in the Missile 9-yard line. We're down to the final 25 seconds. They do have to run a play. Play clock cannot go out here. 1st and goal for the Sabres. De Lorenzo, shotgun formation. Boomba to the left, Horn to the right. And it's got a hand. Horn, and ball's loose, but De Lorenzo comes away with it, still loose. Picked up by Nye. Nye's got it at the 20, 40, 50, 45, 40, Nye 30. Nobody in front. Nye's going to take it to the house for a missile touchdown as the corner wides down. As we have no flags on the field, Mac, or do we don't.
I see one here late, but I'm not sure exactly what that might be.
Might have a celebration, and now another one comes out. So multiple flags on the field. This one might be on the sideline, but De Lorenzo tried to pitch it to Boomba. The pitch was bad. Then De Lorenzo picked it up. He fumbled it, and Nye scoops it up and scores from about 90 yards away. About 85. It was probably back about the 15-yard line, but we'll see what the flags are here. Now, this is going to be an unsportsmanlike after the touchdown, Mac. I don't know if Nye spiked the ball or threw it up or somebody else did something after the play. Did not see it. Unsportsmanlike after the touchdown.
Penalty after the touchdown is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Missiles. It is an 82-yard touchdown. Fumble return for Connor Nye.
Wow, what a turn of events, Kyle. They were threatening inside the 10 and scoop it up, and for our first turnover turns into 6 for the Missiles.
Yep, the penalty will be enforced on the kickoff, not the try. Missiles trying to extend the lead here. They lead 14-0. They score on the final play of the first quarter. Nye, pistol formation. Wilk behind him. Nye takes a snap, fakes it to Wilk, gonna throw to Johnson, and he's got it. Nye to Johnson, pass is complete. After 1 quarter of play, Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Kyle Leach joined by Mark Macomb. You said it, Mac. What a turn of events to finish that quarter.
Yeah, it was. As the quarter was kind of winding down there, you kind of just felt like that the Sabres were going to push points in there. And the turnover bug bit them inside the red zone, and that's a coach's worst nightmare is when you turn the ball over inside the red zone, you get no points, and you give up points.
As we've seen that a few times
on that. See how the Sabres respond here with a little adversity here. That was lost a lot of momentum there on that series.
Yep, Ebersol kicks to Horn. He receives about his 30-yard line, and he's across the 45. Going to have good field position. The Missiles had to kick from their own 25 there, Max. So once again, Sabres have very good field position to start this second quarter. 1st and 10, ball on their own 47-yard line.
We'll see if the Sabres kind of go back to a ground game, but what's really been successful is they're throwing it up there and using their athleticism on the wideouts.
So 11:54, just started quarter number 2. Nye unofficially with about an 85-yard scoop and score for the Missiles to extend this lead to 16-0. Missiles trying to secure a home playoff game next weekend. Shotgun formation for DeLorenzo and the Sabres. Clapper comes in motion. DeLorenzo takes a snap, going to run it off the right side. He's going to be dropped in the backfield by Raymond. A loss of 1.
Well, you touched on it, Kyle, there, that Missile defense. If it comes to play here, that really, really makes them a totally different team here, and we've seen it again today here. That Missile defense has really done a nice job.
2nd down and 11. Ball back to the Sabre 41-yard line. Boomba dropped his mouthpiece, puts it back in here. One wide receiver to the right. Boomba behind DeLorenzo in the backfield. Clapper goes in motion. Now DeLorenzo running off the left side. Got Boomba in front, but Ebersol and Micah Tom-Smith do a good job of contain. Ball's loose, but the play is blown dead. Another 1-yard loss. What a defensive effort that time by Ebersol there, Mac.
Yeah, there's just not much that's fooling this Missile defense here right now here. They've tried a couple different sets and looks here, the Sabres here, but up to this point they haven't been able to really get out into wide open space here with some big holes.
3rd and 12 now for the Sabres. As boy, wondering how much that return, that scoop and score has demoralized them a little bit, Mac.
Well, I think it's also energized the Missiles
yes,
here.
Absolutely.
It's done both things. So they really playing inspired here in the second quarter.
3rd and 12, but this is where they converted before. Boy, it looked like Boomba got a fast start this time. Boomba's in the clear. He's across the 40, 30, and inside the 30-yard line. DeLorenzo completes to Boomba. Looked like he started early, Mac. He went motion. The official did not
thing because it was right here in front of our booth here. Looked like he movement before the ball was snapped.
29, DeLorenzo to Boomba. All 3 completions have gone to Boomba. 1st and 10 for the Sabres. Ball on the 26-yard line of the Missiles. Well, that's been the bugaboo for the Missiles here. They've got him into 3rd and long, 4th and long, Mac, and can't get off the field.
Well, they've given up some big plays, but Boomba, he's a really, really good athlete, and he's 6'2", so he's utilizing that really well today.
3 wide receivers to left, 1 to the right. DeLorenzo out of the shotgun formation. Drops back to pass and looking to throw the screen, but it's not there. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got room out in front. We ran out of bounds there by McKenna. Going to have a flag on the play, though, Mac. That's
usually that situation where it's probably holding there with the location of the flag, but I've been wrong before.
Let's see what the flag is. Was a nice gainer there for DeLorenzo. Be holding penalty against the Sabres.
Be a 10-yard penalty.
Spot of the foul.
37-yard line.
37-yard line.
And 22.
First down and 22. A spot of the foul, Max, so it occurred about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so it's about a 12-yard penalty. First down and 22. 9:33 here to go in the opening half. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. DeLorenzo out of the shotgun formation. 3 to the left here. DeLorenzo going to roll and going to air it out, looking for Boomba, and that pass well off the mark, pressured there by Bryce McKenna.
I think that was just getting rid of the ball. DeLorenzo was under distress there in the backfield, and he got unloaded it, and probably lucky he just didn't get an INT on that.
Second down and 22 now for the Sabres. 9:28 to go. Ball on the Missiles' 37-yard line. 3 wide receivers will again to the left. The Missiles can get some pressure on De Lorenzo. De Lorenzo takes a snap, drops back. Got some time to throw. Gonna air it out for Boomba. Boomba's got behind the defender, but can't get it there. Just overthrown. Boomba got behind Wilk, but the pass is off the mark. Being a 3rd and 21, Mac.
A big third down here for the Sabres here, and as well as the Missile defense here. You get a turnover on downs here, and you get the ball back. You're forced into a 4th down situation. But Missile done a nice job forcing the Sabres into passing situations here, and they just don't seem as comfortable passing the ball.
Third down and 21. De Lorenzo out of the shotgun formation, 3 to the left. De Lorenzo fakes a screen to Boomba, and he's going to be pressured. Mack has got him, and he's got him for a sack. Bryce McKenna, Ebersol there as well, but shooting through the gap was Bryce McKenna. What a play there for the Missiles.
Well, that's exactly right. Now you're almost into a punt situation here. You're big sack there by the Missiles there.
Loss of 10 on the play there. 4th and 32 now for the Sabres as Horn comes out on the punt formation. 8:49 to go here in the second quarter. Johnson back to receive the punt. See if the Missiles can set up the Patton missile wall here if they give him a chance at it. Horn takes a snap and he kicks it. Nope. A wobbler to the right side, going to go out of bounds near Sheldon Ebersol over there. The Missile's going to take over 1st and 10. Looks like about the 25-yard line. So the Missile defense, Mac, rises up once again and gets a stop after the Sabres had a little momentum going.
You're exactly right. The Sabres were starting to move the ball there, but a couple nice defensive plays there, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field.
Yep, 8:33 to go here in quarter number 2. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI.
Center here from his own 25-yard line. Now he's going to pitch it to Wilk. Wilk looking for running.
Welcome back to Floyd Dobb Field here. Wilk takes a first down carry off the right side. Got a good gainer of about 5 yards. Sees a pitch there from Knight.
Ball's out to the 30-yard line. We're 2nd down and 5.
2nd down and 5. Missiles go quick here. No huddle. I formation behind Knight. Hands it again to Wilk off the left side. Tackled after about a 2-yard gain there. Boomba and Cupperdale on the stop.
Wilk again on the carry.
Gain of 3. 2 yards.
3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 3.
32.
Double tight end set. Going to be up the middle now with a keeper, and he's got the first down, and they blow it dead. They blow it dead before the ball came out.
Tackle made by Keith Bimba. Gain of about 5 on the
Gain
ball.
of 5 there for Nye.
They had the ball on their own 30.
Well, that's become very popular now in football now here. We pick at the ball
Yep.
as at the runner.
As a broken play there, Nye fumbles the ball in the backfield. Ball is still loose. We'll see who comes up with it. Still scrambled a broken play there. As Ebersol gonna hop on it for the Missiles.
Eric Ebersol. Loss of 5 on the play. It's now
Loss of 5 on that time as Nye fumbled the ball. As I said, somebody opened the wrong way. Either Nye opened the wrong way or the running back went the wrong direction. He turned and nobody was there. That's a bad feeling when you're a quarterback.
Yeah, you're in no man's land there, and he did the best he could, but good for the Missiles there. They recovered that fumble.
2nd down and 15. They were double tight. Now they go 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Audie split out to the right. Nye takes a snap, going to throw it out there to Wilk in the screen. Going to be a short gain there to Wilk.
Gain of a couple yards.
Gain of 2 that time. Defended well there by the Sabres. 3rd down and 13 now. It's 9. The Missiles have not gotten a lot here through the area so far. Just held to 13 yards. St. Thomas More has done a good job covering the Missiles receivers here. 3rd and 13. Nye shotgun formation. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Connor Johnson goes in motion. It's going to be the double reverse. Johnson to Wilk. Wilk's got a block out front. He gets through 1 tackle, and he's going to be close to a first down. I think he has it. Wilk, that last second effort's going to get enough. He picks up 15 yards.
You're exactly right, Kyle. I think that final leap there was more than enough there to move the sticks. And 1st and 10.
Bryce Audie with a key block on that right side. Opened things up for Wilk. It was the reverse there. They flipped it to Connor Johnson, who then flipped it back to Colton Wilk. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 50-yard line, Mac. Shotgun formation. Knight takes a snap. Gonna throw it to Kason Johnson. Johnson makes 1 cut. Gonna be tackled there nicely by number 55, Schmidt. Short gain of about 3.
3-yard gain to place now. 2nd down, 7 from the 47.
2nd down and 7. Ball on the Sabre 47-yard line. 5:06 to go here in this opening half. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. Double tight end set. Kason Johnson split out to the right. Wilk in the backfield with 9. 9 takes a snap, pulls it out of the belly. Wilk now is off to the races to the left side, but tackled nicely by Boomba.
Well, great job by Nye there, disguising the ball there. It was, now you see it, now you don't. Allowed him to get a 1-on-1 situation out there, and Booma made a nice tackle there out in the open field on that left side, or he might pick up additional yardage.
Gain of 5, 3rd and 2 now for Nye and the Missiles. Ball on the St. Thomas More 42-yard line. Double tight end set. I formation behind him, Johnson and Wilk. Gonna pitch it to Wilk. Wilk off the left side, got blockers out in front. He's across the 35, maybe the 34 before he's knocked down. Gain of about 5 or 6. Give him 6 on that one. Gonna result in another first down here for the Missiles, Mac.
Yeah, what a nice drive they're putting together here with 4:10 left here in quarter number 2 here. They can get in before the halftime break.
Double tight end set once again, I formation. Time or dead ball on the field.
Equipment
mouthpiece
issue.
on 81, I believe.
Equipment issue there. The official blew the play
Reset
dead.
the play clock here. And now the Missiles will re-huddle up here. Connor Johnson had to sub out. Micah Tom Smith in. Coach Granova calls in a new play here. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Sabre 34-yard line. Nye gonna pitch it to Wilk. Wilk off the right side. Gonna bowl over 1 defender, but he makes a tackle, does Del Lorenzo. Gain of about 2.
Well, you got to like Wilk there. He just put his head down right into the defender there, and he knew he wasn't going to break it, so there was no confusion what he was going to do. He was going to try to go right through him.
Gain of about 3. 2nd and 7. Yep, instead of the defender delivering the blow, Wilk kind of delivered the blow to him. 2nd down and 7. 3:42 and counting in this second quarter. Another methodical drive here, Mac, but by the Missiles.
Well, you really got to like it here. It's just chewing up time, and And it looks like Milledgeville's going to call a timeout on
going
that.
to take a timeout here for the Missiles. 3:30 to go here in quarter two. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your Air Sports Leader, WCCI. Seven for the Missiles. Nye pitches it to Connor Johnson, who's going to air it out to Audie, and Audie dropped it at the 1 yard line. Connor Johnson put up a nice ball to Bryce Audie, and he couldn't quite look it in, Mac.
Yeah, it was right there, too, and those are the ones you love to have back, but fortunately you kind of get one shot at them. It's either do or die, and this time it didn't work out for the Missiles, but great play call, I think. You know, you got to love the halfback option.
I'm not going to give Grenoble too much credit. That's a poor play call. It didn't work, Max.
Well, the execution didn't work, but, man.
Boy, Audie's about as sure-handed as it gets, too, so that's a surprising play there. 3rd and 7 now for the Missiles. I formation for Nye. Rolls to his right, has Johnson, but it'll be a short gain. Going to bring up 4th and 4 or 5.
From the 29-yard line.
So 2 yards there. Would have liked to got more on that play there, but Johnson for 2 yards, so 4th down and 5. 3:19 to go. Clock stops as he's out of bounds. 4th and 5 for the Missiles. Ball on the 29-yard line of the Sabres. As Coach Grenoble's going to take a timeout here. 3:19 to go here in the second quarter. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas. Your headset?
Well, are you going to throw it here, Coach Leach, or are you going to keep it on the ground?
Yeah. The success they had, they might be able to run it here. 4th and 5 for the Missiles. Going to fake it to Wilton. Now Nye going to try to tuck it and roll, and he throws it to his left and out of incomplete. Pressured there by number 68, Dixon.
Nice pressure there by the Sabres. I mean, you really got to hats off to the Sabres there on that 4th down. They caused Nye to kind of hurry the throw and off target, so they take over here. So if you're the Sabres here, you probably really want to push something in and at least try to get a score, or at least threaten for one.
So now, boy, how big is that scoop and score by the Missiles defense there?
It seems to be growing here as a big momentum piece in that first half.
Big stop there by the Sabres. 1st and 10 for St. Thomas More. Ball on their own 29-yard line. 3:13 to go in this first half. De Lorenzo out of the shotgun formation. Boomba and Horn split out. Now, Boomba got away with leaving early once again. He's going to air it out to him, and it falls incomplete. That's twice. Boomba's left early there, Mac, and they're just not calling it on the sideline there.
Well, and Boomba comes up with that ball. It might be 6 there, but it's just a little overthrown.
So even the coach is telling him he's a little early on the cadence there, but said no flag once again. But the Missiles dodge ball as Boomba once again got behind the coverage, but the ball a little overthrown. 2nd and 10 now for the Sabres. Ball on their own 29-yard line. 3 to the right. Here for St. Thomas More. DeLorenzo out of the shotgun set. Looks to his right, pump fakes. Now going to air it out deep. Looking to get it to Horn, and that pass falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. It's now third down.
Well, just kind of almost like a Hail Mary type action there, Mac.
I would agree. It's just the Sabres here almost look in desperation mode, and I don't understand exactly why. Kyle here, they just seem to be throwing all or nothing here at him.
Yeah, they've kind of abandoned the running game here with the weapon of Boom at running back. He has not had, he's had one carry. So, one carry here. 3rd and 10 now for the Sabres. 3 to the right, once again. DeLorenzo out of the shotgun formation. See if the Missiles can get some pressure here. DeLorenzo going to roll to his right. Rolls out, throwing it to Boomba. He's got it across midfield. Tackled there by Audie. Be 1st and 10 for the Sabres.
On the 46-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for Sabres.
Well, that's kind of what the Sabres have been working for, St. Thomas More. They've been trying to get it to him, get him in a one-on-one situation. If he makes a move and breaks a tackle, he could go all the way. But
25 more to Boomba. So 1st and 10 for the Sabres. 2:42 to go here in this first half. 3 to the left this time for the Sabres. As DeLorenzo drops back, going to air it out once again to Boomba, and that pass falls incomplete. Could not locate the ball. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Ball on the Missile 46-yard line.
Second down and 10 now with the ball.
103 yards now receiving for Boomba through the air. But yeah, have not utilized him at all in the running game. 2nd and 10. 2:31 to go here in this opening half. Craddock, Horn, and Boomba split to the left. Now, DeLorenzo going to be sacked in the backfield. He pumped one too many times there, Mac, as Bryce McKenna, Jacob Promenschinkel in there for the sack for the Missiles. A big loss on the play.
You kind of wondered if that was coming out because they were smelling that they were just going to be in drop-back situation. The Missiles there put lots of heat on them.
Loss of 10, be 3rd and 20. Good pressure there. Coach Roll dialed up the blitz at the right time. He brought Mack once again. Bryce McKenna, Promenschinkel in there as well. Now they're just letting the clock wind down here. Yeah, surprised the Missiles did not take a timeout here. I expect them to after this one, Mac. After this play, they're going to wind this clock down and take a timeout. Well, we'll just keep it right here through this timeout. We'd like to run through our sponsors here today. It makes this broadcast possible. And they include Full Throttle Power Sports, Casey's, Manny's Pizza, Sterling Napa, Sloan Implement, Country Financial, Dykstra and Law Insurance, Joe Carroll Energy, Sand Prairie Wireless, Miller Sports Center, Savannah Times-Journal and the Mirror Democrat, Compeer Financial, Gibbs Drywall, Milledgeville State Bank, Johnson's Processing, Wally's Place, McKenna's Flooring, and Carroll Service Company. So thank you once again, sponsors, making the broadcast possible. It's 3rd and 20 now, Mac. St. Thomas More, the only offense have been pretty much will drop back and heave it up there to Boomba, and it's worked.
It has worked. They've really done a nice job a few times connecting, but they've really gone away from the run game here initially that they had started to establish. So interesting here. Some of it you got to credit the Missiles here. Hey, the Missiles done a nice job on that run defense. So, if you're St. Thomas More, maybe you're just trying to pick apart what you think you can get yardage on.
I'm not sure as they were after coming out of that huddle there. Boomba had left the field. He's on the sideline for this 3rd and 20, Mac. As DeLorenzo out of shotgun formation. Beside him is Cuppernell. One wide receiver split to the right is Horn. Horn goes in motion. Now going to run the option this way as DeLorenzo cutting through traffic, makes several guys miss, still on his feet, and he's going to have a gain of about 10, 11 yards.
Well,
so the wind picked up there.
The wind picked up all of a sudden there and lost some of your Stat sheets.
We'll come get it. Just a gusto, but nice something there for Del Lorenzo. Gain of 12.
4th and 9 here for the
Manageable,
Sabres.
yep. Big play there by Del Lorenzo. Making something out of nothing. I said that's why I'm a little surprised they've abandoned the run game here a little bit, Mac. They've had some success running the ball. Now they're going to just let the time run down here, too. Because they only have one timeout left. Missiles have 2 at St. Thomas. And now we have oh, no, they didn't even take a timeout. So, yeah, they're not going to go for it. I guess it is 4th down. So they were just surprised the Missiles didn't take a timeout there.
Oh, to save time.
Yeah, to save some time here. But 43 seconds to go. Horn out to punt now. Thank you, Brooks, for running down the stat sheet. As Horn gets the kick away, going to be off of Johnson's feet, still bobbled, and he picks it up about the 25-yard line, tackled nicely there. Boy, that was dangerous. Cuppernell on the stop there for the Sabres. And I think the Missiles have 2 timeouts left, Mac, but I got to believe maybe they're just, being they didn't use one there, they're just going to be content going up 16
Yeah, I think
at the
you're
half.
exactly right here. We don't want anything goofy to happen there. And
So we'll see what Coach Grenoble and the Missiles do here. 35 seconds remain in this first half. Missiles 16, St. Thomas More 0. Gonna go, not gonna take a knee, so they are gonna run some type of play here. Shotgun formation, Wilk to Nye's right. Knight takes the snap, drops back to pass. Gonna air it out, gets it to Audie. Audie makes one man miss and gets out of bounds for gain of about 13.
well, Kyle, I think this is actually kind of a good exercise. If you need to get a late touchdown here, you can't simulate this in a practice. What it's like with under a minute or even under 30 seconds, and you got to go the length of the field here. And it's a good teaching tool right here. Even though if you don't score, it's a great teaching tool.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on their own 38-yard line now. Missiles do have a quick strike offense here. Trying to get some points here maybe. Down to the final seconds. Nye out of the shotgun formation. Gonna play action. Rolls to his left. Still now rolls to his right. Makes one man miss, and now we're gonna have a block in the back or a hold. Gonna throw it to Johnson, and Johnson has it dropped. Boy, Nye put it right on the numbers, but I think it would have been coming back anyway, Mac.
Yeah, there was a flag down on the play, so be interesting to hear what the call is. But as you say, Johnson comes up with that ball. He's probably inside the 10.
Blocking the back against the Missiles.
Not uncommon, though, on a broken play like that to see either a hold or a push in the back, and that is going to go against the Missiles for a push in the back. So
down to 17 seconds remaining. See, that changes the Missiles' course here, as St. Thomas More will get the ball to start the second half.
It's going to be 1st down.
So, boy, that's
First down.
all the way back to the 21. That was well in the backfield.
So 9 in the shotgun, now 1st and 26.
1st and 26 now for the Missiles. Nye just going to tuck it and run. Nye going to be thrown out of bounds there by Boomba. Gain of about 4 that time for Nye. Get out of bounds to stop the clock there. So 2nd down, about 22. Now for the Missiles, ball on their own 25-yard line. Kind of a weird way to end the half here, Mac, because St. Thomas More kind of gave up on their drive a little bit. Could have gone for it on 4th and down, but elected to punt. Missiles didn't really stop the clock either. Now Nye pitches it to Wilk, who almost fumbled that pitch as Wilk makes a couple guys miss. And going to have a nice gainer there, about 8 yards there for Wilk.
That's how we end the first half. Your score here in the
As that's going to do it here for this first half of play. Your score here at the half, Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. And boy, a very close ball game, Mac. What really swung the play was a scoop and score there for the Missiles. St. Thomas More maybe going in to tie the game instead. Nye goes 85 yards and swung the game here.
Yeah, the only turnover of the half, interestingly, and it's a big one. It turns into score for the Missiles. So that probably is the turning moment of the whole half here. The points that the Sabres didn't get and the points the Missiles did get. So I'll be interested to see what second half brings, because I thought the Sabres kind of got away from what their initial game plan was we saw in the first series or two. But, you got to wonder if the Sabres just turned a little desperation there and just really were going for kind of all or nothing on a lot of plays, I felt like. And the Missiles really did a nice job of kind of staying true to what they were, and they put together a lot of nice drives. Maybe didn't score, but still put together a lot of nice drives and some yardage.
All right, we'll go over the first half stats first for the Sabres here from Champaign St. Thomas More. Peace Boombo, 1 carry, -2 yards. Del Lorenzo, 11 carries with the sacks factored in there for 12 yards. Horn, 2 carries for 13 yards. Through the air, De Lorenzo 4 for 13 for 103 yards. And receiving, all 4 of those completions went to Peace Boomba for 103 yards. They had 4 penalties for 35 yards for the Milledgeville Missiles here. First half, nice half by Colton Wilk. He had 10 carries for 55 yards. Connor 9 carries for 34 yards with a touchdown run of 1 yard. Then they had the 85-yard scoop and score. Tom Smith, 1 carry for 11 yards. Through the air, Nye just 5 for 9 for 31 yards through the air. Kason Johnson with 3 of those for 16 yards. Audie, 1 for 13, and Wilk, 1 for 2 yards. Missiles, 2 penalties for 25 yards. So pretty evenly stat-wise. Let's go over the scoreboard from last night. Some games around the area. In the 8-man, number 1 West Central knocked off number 3 Amboy 68-30. Number 5 Polo over Freeport-Acklin 66-22. AFC over Rockford Christian Life 44-16. Kirkland Hiawatha 56. Alden Hebron 28. Number 2 Decatur caps off an undefeated season 54-40, knocking off Milford Cissna Park number 4 54-40. So to West Prairie 44-12 over Bushnell-Prairie City. South Fort 48, Metro East 6. And then the NUIC, we had Fulton over Dakota 48-26. Lee Wynn caps off an undefeated season 28-14 over Forreston. Galena over West Carroll 67-0. And the other area scores, Morrison playoff eligible, big win there. That was a winner-take-all game in that one. Both teams 4-4. They knocked off Erie Prophetstown 25-14. And Kewanee upset Newman last night by a score of 10-7. And Sterling finishes a nice season there at 7-2 with a 63-33 win over East Moline. Any final thoughts here on this first half here, Mac?
Well, it's kind of just as build here. It's been 2 good teams putting it together here, but the Missiles, I think, have just really taken advantage of when the opportunities were there. And I think the Missiles have really played solid football. We saw that last week, and they've really continued here today. Just offensively, defensively, they just haven't made a lot of mistakes. And the mistakes that St. Thomas Moore's made, they've capitalized on. So really, I think if you're Coach Roble and staff here, you really feel good about how we're playing right now, especially this time of year. It's paramount that you put together your best football, and I think we're seeing some of the best football we've seen all year out of Milledgeville.
Yep, very good game here. Should have a good second half here. So once again, your score here at the half, Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. We'll be back with second half action after this halftime break. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Kyle Leach joined by Mark Macomb. And Mac got a good ball game here, 16-0 at the half. Two very good teams, but neither team has done a whole lot offensively. The defensives have kind of won out here in this first half.
Yeah, exactly. I think the defenses have really been stellar here, but Milledgeville with that turnover, the scoop and score is really the big momentum swing here that the Missiles have capitalized on. So I'll be interested. The Sabres get the ball the second half here, so if the Sabres can establish something here that first series, and possibly even get a score, it'd be interesting here what kind of game, but that would tighten things up quite a bit. But I think if you're the Missiles here, Kyle, you want to come out and make a stand. Do not let them get any momentum here to start second half.
Yeah, that first series is always big to swing momentum for the rest of the half usually, but will be St. Thomas More to receive the second half kickoff. Other scores from around the area at the half: Orangeville 29, River Ridge 28 there at Orangeville, and up at EPC at the half 14-0 over Chester. So a couple scores from around the area. Like I said, the playoff pairings will be tonight as they come out about 8 o'clock. The brackets are revealed, and I will be joined by Kyle Kampmeyer, who graciously asked me to join the NUICfootball.com show. It will be streamed on YouTube, so for all your pairings need, join us. Me, Greg Armstrong, Kyle Kampmeyer, and a host of other guys will be talking football. We go live at 7 o'clock, so very excited about that. We'll break down all the brackets and focus mainly on the 8-man as well as 1A through 3A. So excited that opportunity, and it's kind of like a little bit like Christmas Eve here, Mac, around the state of football.
That's right. You get to open up the present. You kind of got ideas what you think it's going to be, but you really don't know until the present's totally opened up what it really is. And, it's fun because you see all sorts of stuff out there on projections and what you think. But there's always those things that it could go left, it could go right, we're not sure. And until you get that, but you know what, I think it's really exciting for the fans and the schools that are involved in it because, hey, we get to play another week, and we don't know until tonight where it's going to be.
Yep, 8-man's a little usually easier to figure out with only 16 teams making it out of the 27 that are eligible this year. But they do the head-to-head matchup, so that flips things as well as a head-to-head, as a playoff points. That could change things a little bit where 1A through 8A, they were going to go 1 through 32. They've changed it back to the north and south. And that's always interesting. You always got teams that are really close in the middle of the state of who goes north, who goes south, and one team's flipping can change the whole bracket.
Exactly. And so that comes down to splitting hairs. If that team goes north, goes south, and you have to make some assumptions and then everything starts to make sense. But, I think as fans and as media people, we start even looking ahead 2 and 3 weeks, how the bracket lays out.
Yes, absolutely. As Ebersole set to tow it up here for the Missiles. Horn back to receive for the Sabres. Horn with a squib kick gets through Bumba. And Ben Horn picks it up about the 26-yard line. Nice coverage there by the Missiles. Audie and Johnson on the stop there. As the Sabres will have it 1st and 10. Ball on their own 32-yard line. So the Sabres get the first crack here, trailing 16-0. A Nye 1-yard touchdown run, and then Nye a 85-yard scoop and score. That's where we sit at 16-0. De Lorenzo shotgun formation, Boomba in the backfield with it. Horn goes in motion. De Lorenzo gonna run it now, pitch it to Horn. Horn off the side there, and he's gonna be tackled out of bounds nicely by Wilk.
Nice job by Wilk stringing that out there, and he just basically ran out of real estate there. Got to the sideline there, and Horn had to come down. He was out of bounds.
Wilk did a good job of doing his job. He's got the outside contained there. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12 now. Bumba still with only 1 carry for -2 yards. I got to think he's got to get more carries this second half, Mac, but maybe not.
Yeah, he's one of the better athletes for the St. Thomas More Sabres. You would think they'd want to get the ball in his hands.
2nd and 12. Bumba. And De Lorenzo going to take the direct snap and run up the middle. He's met there by Ebersole for no gain on the play. De Lorenzo took a shot there. He's a little slow to get up, but he does. No gain on that play. 3rd and 12. This is where the Missiles have had him multiple times, Mac, and they've had a big play to Bumba. Third and 12. All about the 30.5-yard line. 11-12 to go here in this third quarter. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. Bumba out of the shotgun or De Lorenzo shotgun formation. Bumba in the backfield with him. Horn goes in motion. Going to run the option that way as De Lorenzo going to be met there after a short gain. Nye in there. Ebersole as well. Going to be a gain of about 3, but going to be 3rd and 9. A nice defensive effort there by the Missiles, Mac.
Yeah, the Missiles really, I think that's one thing you just notice around here, run defense. If you're going to be any good around in this northwest corner of the state is, you better be good at run defense.
Now Horn back to punt. 4th and 9. Ball on their own 34-yard line. Horn takes a snap and gets away kick. Going to be to Johnson, who's going to have a chance to pick it up about his 31-yard line. Johnson up the left side there, makes a man miss, and now he's got some open field. Johnson, the 40, the 30, but it's coming back there, Mac. You signaled a hold or a block in the back maybe?
Yeah, that was the trail official there. He had a block in the back against the Missiles, and that's the preliminary signal, so it will come back. But it's a thing of beauty, though, Kyle, when they get to the edge there and they get to the wall there, and it's nothing but green grass to the house of 6.
Yep, Missiles would have been inside the Sabre 30, but they're going to be backed up all the way inside their own 30, I do believe. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their. Still waiting to spot the ball here. Still walking, be about their own 29-yard line where the Missiles will take over their first crack here at offense. A score here could
be a backbreaker.
Yep.
It really could be.
Missiles get a defensive stop. Now they put their offense out here. Nye, shotgun formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Nye takes a snap, bobbles it, now tucks it and runs. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Nice play there by number 55, James Schmidt. Nye going to be hit for a 1-yard loss.
Now 2nd down and 11.
2nd down and 11. Boy, both teams really playing well defensively here so far in this one. Missiles come in averaging 51 a game, held to 16 that first half, and only 8 scored by their offense, Mac. Nye going to hand it off to Wilk. Wilk spinning through tackles. Dixon on the stop. Gain of 3, maybe 4. Gain of 4 for Wilk, going to bring about 3rd and 7.
Now 3rd down and 7.
3rd down and 7, 9:20 to go here in the third quarter. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. Big down here for the Missiles. Double tight end set. Johnson and Wilk in the backfield. Nye under center. Nye fakes it to Wilk. Now going to run it off the right side. And weaving in and out of traffic. Nye's going to have the first down and more. He's across the 45 up to now the 46-yard line. Getting about 14 yards.
Well, nice run there by Nye there. Just let the seams open up there, and then he accelerated when he found the seam. But big 3rd down conversion.
That's a backbreaker there for the Sabre. You think you got him bottled up there, Mac, and he makes one cut. And that's the thing, like I've mentioned before, an 8-man. You make one man miss. That's about all it takes. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 46-yard line. Pitch to Johnson. That's Connor Johnson off the right side. He's got Tom Smith out in front. Now cuts back and tackle there about the 50-yard line. Hard hit there by James Schmidt. 4 yards there for Johnson. Well, you could feel that hit up here, Mac.
Yeah, that was a solid hit.
That was up here.
Nothing illegal, just good football.
Nope, and the young Johnson got right up there too, so just a good football play. 2nd and 6 for the Missiles. I formation, Johnson and Wilk in the backfield. Nye fakes the handoff to Wilk. Now looking to throw it. He's leading Audie there, but boy, not lined up there that time. Timing a little off. Pass falls incomplete. That was open. Just didn't convert.
Does Audie have a completion today or a catch?
1 for 13.
Yeah, he.
Late in that first half, he had one there at the sticks and got out of bounds.
He's still a threat on the field, though. I don't think you can forget about him.
You got to think the timing's still probably a little off yet, too.
I would agree here. He's still working out the kinks here from missing most of the season.
Another big third down here. 3rd and 6 for the Missiles. Ball right at the 50-yard line. Nye takes a snap, going to run to his left. And he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. Dixon on the stop.
Well, St. Thomas More come out inspired here in this second half here. Seem to have a little more bounce to their step.
4th and 6. And looks like the Missiles are going to bring out the punt team here, Matt. Try to pin the Sabres back deep here. I think that's the right call here. As much as you'd like to go for it here, you don't want to give St. Thomas any momentum.
Get to midfield there. It's awful tempting there to go for it, but I think you're right, Kyle, here. Punt, probably the best move.
Ebersol back to punt. Horn back to receive the punt. Good snap. Ebersol kicks it. It's going to be right down the middle of the field. And Horn's going to just let it roll. Boy, big missed opportunity there. Just going to roll down about the 7-yard line, Mac.
What a great bounce that ball made there for the Missiles there, and Horn had no opportunity to get it, so he had to let that ball roll.
Well, I first thought they made a mistake. You don't ever like to see a punt go right down the middle of the field. But Horn could not come up with it, and the Sabres are pinned deep here. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 7-yard line. So both teams get a defensive stop here to start the second half. Del Lorenzo, shotgun formation. Boom. Bumba back there with him. Horn goes in motion. Gonna hand it out to Bumba. Bumba off the right side and dragging defenders. A nice run there. He's going to be close to a first down. He might have the first down. They're going to give it to him about the 18-yard line. Gain of 11.
Well, we kind of talked about that, getting the ball in his hands one way or another. And that was a good example.
Take him off the field. So gain of 11, and he comes off. 1st and 10 for the Sabres. Ball on their own 18-yard line. Just under 7 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. De Lorenzo, shotgun formation. Cuppernell in the backfield with him, I believe. As De Lorenzo's going to keep it and run it off the side there for short gain, maybe about 3 for tackled by Ebersol.
6:28 count third quarter.
Gain of 3. It's now 2nd down and 7 for the 21.
2nd down and 7 now for the Sabres. Ball on their own 20-yard line. 6:15 and counting for this third quarter. Cuppernell beside De Lorenzo out of the shotgun formation. Horn split out to the left. De Lorenzo takes a snap. Going to be the quarterback keeper once again. Going to be tackled there by Ebersol for no gain, maybe a loss. Nicely played there that time by the Missiles. McKenna in there on the stop as well.
No gain in the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 7. Bumba is back on the field now. About every 3rd down, that's about who they've dialed up, Mac. So got to be aware he is on the field. Bumba comes out. He split to the left, Horn to the right. Wilk on Bumba. De Lorenzo, shotgun formation all by himself. De Lorenzo checks at the play, and now we're going to have a offside on the Missiles.
Ooh, that maybe changes your play call.
A 5-yard penalty.
Offsides on the Missiles. I did not see who it was on. Boy. Now 3rd and 3. Big penalty there.
Coach Roble, he's just beside himself over there. He does not like those types of blunders.
3rd and 3. That definitely could change the play call here. Now, Bumba's going to be in the backfield with De Lorenzo. Had a bet it's going to be a run to him off the right side here. We'll see what they do. Or maybe to the left with Horn going in motion. De Lorenzo going to hand it to Boom, and he's met in the backfield. Nye flying in there and a host of other missiles, and it's going to be a loss of 2 or 3. Boy, Nye just flew in there with a big stop.
Well, you called it there. It was going to the right side. And Bumba in the backfield there.
Loss of 2. 4th and 5 now for the Sabres. Horn back to punt here. If you're the Missiles, you can't jump here, Mac.
No. It's right at 4th and 5, so it's probably first down.
Horn gets the kick away, and it's a good one. Goes over the head of Johnson and going to bounce out of bounds. Nice punt there by Horn.
No return.
Missiles will have it 1st and 10. Ball on their own 31-yard line. 4:16 to go in the ball game. That's a good old defensive battle. You don't get many of those in 8-man match.
No, you don't.
What you got here today.
There shootouts here, but we haven't seen that here.
To be honest, this is the type of game I prefer. This is old-fashioned football.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kyle, too, because I don't care for the type of football last man wins. Last man gets the ball wins. But it's back and forth here, and I think it's just good defensive football.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 31-yard line. Nye under center, now rolling to his right. Looking for a receiver. He's going to need some help. Nye still scrambling. Now dumps it out to Wilk. Wilk's got it. Cross. And then he fumbled it. Hit from behind. Loose ball and recovered by the Sabres. Wilk had a gain of about 11, 12 yards there, but then he gets hit from behind and the ball comes loose. And, boy, a big play for the Sabres, Mac.
Yeah, that's their first turnover there, and that is a biggie. The turnover bug, it really helped the Missiles there in the first half, but we'll see if the Sabres can turn this into points.
I believe Cuppernell came up with a loose ball for the Sabres. 1st and 10 for the Sabres. Ball on the Missile 42-yard line. A golden opportunity here for St. Maur. 4:04 to go in the third quarter. Now the Missiles defense needs to come up with another play here. 4:04 to go in the third. 3 wide receivers to the right. See if they take a shot here. Sometimes teams like to do that after a turnover, Mac. As Cuppernell or De Lorenzo gonna throw it out. He's got Bumba. Bumba beats Wilk, and he's down inside the 20-yard line. About the 15-yard line, it looks like.
On the 15-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10.
27 to Bumba. He was pressured by Nye, but De Lorenzo got a good ball off.
Well, you kind of suspected that they might try something where they take a shot for a deep ball. And
First and 10.
Sabres have all the momentum here rolling here in this third quarter now.
27-yard to Bumba. 1st and 10, ball on the Missile 15-yard line. De Lorenzo, shotgun formation, Horn to the left, Bumba to the right. 3:30 and counting. As De Lorenzo going to run that pitch to Cuppernell and defended nicely by the Missiles. McKenna and Raymond on the stop. Gain of about 1.
Second down and 9 from the 14.
2nd down and 9, ball on the 14-yard line. So we approach 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Missiles defense needs a stop here. St. Thomas breaks the huddle. Got Bumba out to the left, Horn to the right, shotgun formation for De Lorenzo. Bumba goes in motion, left to right, and going to fake it to him. De Lorenzo going to run it off the right side, and he's going to have a nice gain there, tackled by McKenna. Johnson as well, and they're on the stop. Gain of about 7 there for De Lorenzo. About 3rd and about 3. About the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on that carry. 3rd down and 4. Ball on the Missile 8-yard line. 2:05 to go in the third quarter. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 0. De Lorenzo shotgun formation. Bumba to his left. Horn split out to the right. Horn goes in motion. Del Lorenzo going to hand it to Bumba. Bumba's off the right side, and he's going to have a first down, and I think Bumba out of bounds just short of the end zone, but it's going to be first and goal.
On the 2-yard line by Coach.
Gain of 6.
Goal for the Sabres.
First and goal for the Sabres. Ball on the missile 2-yard line. 1:49 to go in the third quarter. $1:49 to go in the third quarter. Horn split out to the left. Bumba in the backfield with Del Lorenzo. Lorenzo take the snap, going to try to run it right up the middle, and he breaks a tackle, and he is in. Del Lorenzo spun out of a tackle. That was just a lot of effort there to get in from 2 yards out.
You thought he might have been down there short, but nice call there. He spun out and kept his feet moving there and goes in for the score. So that turnover they did turn into points. I think that's a key moment there. That turnover really bit Milledgeville there, and Thomas More took advantage of it.
St. Thomas More going to take a timeout before the 2-point conversion. 1:43 to go in the third. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here. Your sports leader, WCCI here. All-important 2-point conversion, Mac. Moments ago, Del Lorenzo goes in from 2 yards out.
Well, I think St. Thomas More realizes how important this moment is. These 2 points really, really matter. Or they comes to a 2-score game here. And
yes, big 2-point conversion. Big 2-score game if they don't get it. 1-score game if they do. Del Lorenzo shotgun formation. Bumba to his left. Horn goes in motion. Del Lorenzo going to hand it to Bumba, and Bumba is in, but a flag on the play, boy. Flag down. Bumba was in for the 2-point conversion. Going to have a hold? We do. On St. Thomas More.
That's a big penalty here. That'll push them back.
That's a killer for St. Thomas More.
Yes, it is. After they had the points there, they're going to have to take them off the board now.
10-yard penalty.
So now the try will come back somewhere around be the 13, I believe, depending where the hold was.
Ball spotted on the 12-yard line for the...
About the 12, so it's about a yard downfield. So we'll retry the 2-point conversion. 16-6, 1:43 to go here in this third quarter. Del Lorenzo out of shotgun formation. Bumba to his left, Horn to the right. Wouldn't be surprised if they just throw it up to Bumba here. Del Lorenzo takes a snap, and he's looking that way, and that's where he goes. Heaves it up to Bumba, and it's defended nicely, broken up by Wilk. 2-point conversion, no good. 1:43 to go in the third quarter. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI.
Take that, Kyle.
Turnover, Mac turned it into 6 points, and we got a ball game here. 16-6, 1:43 to go in the third.
That was good field position there. The Sabres took over the ball there and cashed it in for points here, but the Missiles answered there and stopping the 2-point conversion, so still remains a 2-score game. So
Johnson and Wilk back to receive. Del Lorenzo set to kick off here. Got to be aware of the onside kick here, Mac. DeLorenzo toes it up and kicks it. And going to be caught by Johnson about his own 20. Johnson gets down the sideline but steps out of bounds. About the 38-yard line. 18-yard return there for Johnson. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. See if they can get something going offensively, Mac.
Yeah, been a little stale the second half here.
Haven't scored offensively since the first drive of the ball game.
Yeah, very nice, first half moving the ball. Points not necessarily, but the second half, at least initially here, has just been a little choppy here for the Missiles.
1st and 10, 9, under center, I formation, double tight end set. Now, gonna hand it off to Wilk. Wilk off the left side, gets around one guy. Nice gainer here, knocked out of bounds by Bumba. Gain of about 7 there for Wilk. Nice play on 1st down for the Missiles.
7-yard gain. 2nd down and 3 from the 45.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the Missiles 45-yard line. 1:31 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Score update was Orangeville 36, River Ridge 34 in the 3rd. EPC 26, Chester 8. That's in the 4th quarter. Wildcats looking to close out the season with a win. Double tight end set. Nye under center. Fakes it to Wilt, now rolls out, looking for help, and gonna air it out deep, looking for Audie, and Audie comes back and he draws a flag. Ball underthrown, and that happens a lot, Mac, on that underthrown ball. Yeah, Audie did a nice job fighting back for the ball.
I think you're seeing the experience of Audie there. He realized that maybe I can't get that ball, but maybe if I make an attempt at it, I can draw a flag, and yes, he did.
Big pass interference play. That should be 15 yards. As Craddock had good coverage there, Mac. He just lost sight of the ball. If he turns around, he could maybe make an interception, but like you said, that's the veteran play, Audie, coming back and fighting for that ball, drawing the contact. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Sabres' 40-yard line. 1:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. Double tight end set. I formation, Tom Smith and Wilk in the backfield. Nye fakes it to Wilt, drops back to pass, and looking for Audie, dives, and he can't come up with it. Boy, they're just not in sync today in the passing game for some reason, are the Missiles.
Yeah, just outside the reach of Audie there, just on his fingertips, but just can't come down with the ball there. And
2nd and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Sabre 40-yard line. Double tight end set, pistol formation. Wilk behind Nye this time. Nye takes a snap, going to hand it to Wilk. Wilk off the left side, gets through one-arm tackle, and now he's got room to run. Wilk across the 30 down near the 25-yard line. Nice run there by Colton Wilk. 15 yards for Colton Wilk, one of his best runs of the ball game. Up to 81 yards unofficially. 1 minute to go here in this 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. Nye takes a snap once again, hands it off to Wilk. Wilk making guys miss again. He's inside the 20-yard line. Ball was on the 25. No, about the 12. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 13-yard line of the Sabres. 12-yard line. Back-to-back good runs there by Wilk, Mac.
Missiles moving the ball really, really nicely here all of a sudden again. So
reminiscent of the first drive of the game. St. Thomas More is going to take a timeout here. 35 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your sports leader WCCI. First and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 12-yard line of the Sabres. Nye, as a little play mix-up. Nye looking to roll to his right. Now he's going to try to tuck it and run. Nye's inside the 10, down about the 8-yard line. Another broken play there.
Yeah, Nye looked to his left, and there's nobody there, so he had to basically call his own number there, but makes something out of nothing.
Gain of 4 there for Nye.
Doesn't look like they're going to need to run a play here before the quarter end.
So it's going to be about 2nd and 6 for the Missiles. Ball on the 8-yard line here of the Sabres, as that's going to do it after 3 quarters. Milledgeville 16, St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field as the Missiles have a 2nd down and 6. Ball on the Sabres 8-yard line here. Missiles trying to extend this 10-point lead here, just starting the 4th quarter. Nye looks to be under center here. Kind of a wing to the right here. Wilk and Johnson in the backfield. Nye takes the snap, fakes it to Wilk, rolls to his left. Nye rolls, looking for Kaysen Johnson, and he's got it. Johnson, boy, he put that right in his hands, and Johnson took the ball away almost from the defender, Mac.
Well, just what the doctor ordered there. St. Thomas More scores, and Milledgeville answered right back with 6 of their own. So that'll make things a little bit tougher here for St. Thomas.
Boy, nice catch here by Kaysen Johnson. Covered well on the play by Craddock. Unable to come away with the ball. Johnson. Nice catch there, right in the left corner of the end zone. 8-yard touchdown pass, Nye to Kaysen Johnson, and now the Missiles go for 2 here. Once again, 22-6, 11:53 to go here in this 4th quarter. Nye shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Kaysen Johnson goes in motion. Nye drops back to pass, looking for Audie, and that's intercepted. As 2-point conversion that cannot be returned for points. And that one, as the conversion is no good. 11:53 to go here in the 4th quarter. Milledgeville 22, St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Mac, a big score there for the Missiles. They answered the St. Thomas More score, lead 22-6. Get a little breathing room here.
Yeah, those are big points on the board. You would have liked to have the 2-point conversion, but the touchdown was huge.
A squib kick, the ball is loose, and I think Audie maybe come away with it. Eversole drilled it off the front lineman, and the Missiles come away with the onside recovery. What a bullet of a kick by Eversole, and Audie recovers it.
Well, that's a little bit unconventional on an onside kick, but it's just as effective. getting the ball back right at midfield.
Well, and that's not the fault. I believe it was Schmidt that it hit there either. Like, you can't field that. Like,
No, that's a laser coming at you, and it just bounced off him.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Pistol formation for Nye. Wilk in the backfield with him. Johnson split out to his left. Nye takes a snap, fakes it to Wilk. He's going to air it out. Looking for Johnson. Here's the deep ball to Cason Johnson. He's got him down the middle of the field, and he just overthrows him. Just a little bit, led him a little too far down the middle of the field. The pass call's incomplete.
I like the play call, though. Take a shot. You got some momentum there and take a shot pick up a quick 6.
So 2nd and 10. 11:42 to go here in the ball game, as we got some other games going on. I could have some swing of some points here as well. Like I said, you have to tune in to the playoff show here tonight on the YouTube of NUIC football. For 2nd and 10 for the Missiles. Nye, shotgun formation. Wilk to his left. Gonna hand it to Wilk this time off the right side, and maybe Nye should have kept it. Wilk gonna be cut down after a short gain of 1. Nice open field tackle by Dixon.
Gain of yards, now 3rd and 9 from the 49.
3rd and 9 now for the Missiles. Ball on the 49-yard line. 11:20 and counting here in this 4th quarter. Milledgeville 22, St. Thomas More 6. Three to the right, 1 to the left. Audie split out to the left here by himself. Nye drops back to his pass, looks to the right, now looks back to the left. Throwing it to Audie, and Audie's got it. Audie's going to be tackled there by Craddock. But a 1st down gain. Nye to Audie. 49, and it's down about the 36, about 13 yards to Audie. That was a bullet there, Mac.
That was a long throw for not as many yards as the throw was.
Nye gonna hand it to Tom Smith, and ball is loose, and he comes away with it, but he's down, knee down, and boy, the Missiles were lucky there.
I think that was a happy bounce.
Fortunate bounce there for the Missiles.
He was down about the 33-yard line.
So after and 6 maybe, gain about 4 there for Tom Smith, but that was a scary carry. I formation once again for 9. The Missiles going to be a pitch to Wilk. Wilk off the left side, going to be tackled there by 54 and 60. Cuppernill and Dixon. Gain of about 2 there for Wilk.
30-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 4. I formation. Ball on the Sabres 30-yard line. Nye fakes it to Wilk, rolls to his right. Nye gonna put it down and run for it. He's gonna have the 1st down inside the 30-yard line. Gain of 5 for Nye. And another Missile 1st down, Mac.
Yeah, the Missile's starting to feel it here. You can just kind of see the hop in their step. They are starting to feel they get another score here. It's going to be a backbreaker here against the Sabres.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Sabre 25-yard line. I formation. Spencer Nye in the backfield with Wilk. Nye pitches it to Wilk. Wilk off the right side. Gets around one guy. Going to have a block or a hold here on the Missiles. I believe this one's coming back. Wilk was down inside the 10. And might have a chop block.
Chop block against the Missiles.
There's a little chop block on the Missiles. That's a 15-yarder, Mac. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah, those hurt right there. But official was right on top of it there and made the call.
10-yard penalty. So, actually about 1st and 21. Nye, I formation. Wilk and Nye behind him. And I hand it to Wilk. Wilk again right up the middle, and Wilk's got a big gainer right up the middle. He's inside the 20, inside the 10, inside the 5, and he goes all the way to the end zone for a Missile touchdown. Boy, Wilk goes 36 yards right up the gut, Mac.
What a great stiff arm there. Freed him up for that last push there, which gave him the touchdown there, but good example of Wilk just not giving up on the play there and just kept churning and kept fighting for what he could get. Just tough running.
Missiles now lead 28-6. Wilk 36 yards for the touchdown. He unofficially goes over 100 now. 133 yards of the game for Colton Wilk. A big game out of the senior here today. I formation, the 2-point try. Nye fakes it to Wilk and going to be Johnson on the counter. Or no, that's Audie on the counter. That's 11, not 81, and Audie walks in for the 2-point conversion. 9:21 to go here in this fourth quarter. Milledgeville 30. St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Missiles with another score, Mac, and they're in control of this one now at 30-8. But boy, the score of this game is not how tight this game has been for most.
No, exactly. Here that the final score is going to be much different than the competitiveness level as we saw today. But Milledgeville's just taking care of business in the second half. Really done a nice job here, tacking on two more scores.
As Ebersole set to kick. And going to be another low kick. Squib kick goes through the hands of Credit. Going to be recovered. No, still loose. And going to be falling on. Did they get it before it goes out of bounds back?
I'm not sure. The official here has
They did.
signal, and it does look like that's just a...
The missiles fall on it all the way. Went through Credit, went through Bumba. As St. Thomas is going to take a timeout here. We'll just keep it right here on your sports leader, WCCI. St. Thomas More coach not happy, but not sure who jumped on it there, Mac. There was a host of players down there. But
well, yeah, and it just turned into a wrestling match down on the ground there. And
like I said, went through Craddock, went through Bumba, and then somebody dove on it before it got to the sideline at the 15-yard line. As things bounce in the Missiles' way here. I'd like to thank our sponsors. They include Full Throttle Power Sports, Casey's, Manny's Pizza, Sterling Napa, Sloan Implement, Country Financial, Dykstra and Law Insurance, Joe Carroll Energy, Sand Prairie Wireless, Miller Sports Center, Savannah Times Journal and the Mirror Democrat, Compeer Financial, Gibbs Drywall, Milledgeville State Bank, Johnson's Processing, Wally's Place, McInnes Flooring, and Carroll Service Company. I formation for Nye in the Missiles. Nye fakes the handoff, and now Audie goes off the left side once again. The same play they ran for the 2-point conversion, and Audie dives from the pylon, in for a missile touchdown. Audie goes 15 yards, untouched, Mac, and he beat the defender to the pylon, dove for the pylon, and hit it with the ball. That's a touchdown.
that was just over pursuit on St. Thomas More there, and Audie. It was just a foot race, and he's going to be hard to stop. You get him out in the open field and get him some momentum, some speed going. 36-6. Milledgeville with this just onslaught of offense here this second half.
2-point try. Nye going to occur on the counter this time to Johnson. He's whirling and spinning in. 2-point conversion good. 9:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Milledgeville 38. St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back on your Sports Leader WCCI after this 30-second timeout. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Ebersol to tow it up for the Missiles. But this game is swung wide open now. Milledgeville leads 38-6. Ebersol with a squib kick off the helmet of Craddock. Ball loose, still loose. Missiles are going to come up with a third in a row, Mac. 3 straight kick recoveries. This is crazy. No, they chase.
What? I'm not sure exactly what the call was there, but it sure looked like the Missiles came up with
out late. For some reason, they give it to the Sabres.
Well, I'm not sure. I was about ready to call it their missile ball, but
I was too. But De Lorenzo might have came out of there with it. I don't know if it squibbed up late. I'm not sure what happened. But Sabres ball, 1st and 10, ball on their own 33-yard line. Boy, momentum is a funny thing, Mac. It can change a game in a hurry.
It is a very funny thing, especially when you got young kids out there, high school age kids. It really works for or against you in a flash.
I was looking like the Missiles 9 minutes away to finishing 6-3 here. St. Thomas More, the new substitution in here. Here comes De Lorenzo and the Sabres. It's like I'm gonna have a delay a game here on St. Thomas More. So just all kind of flustered out there at the moment are the Sabres, Mac.
I got to really credit the Missiles, though. They've come out the second half ready to go. I mean, we talked about that. They answer the blow, and they have answered the call here. The Sabres got an early score that second half.
After the turnover, but since then they've given them nothing. 1st and 15 now for the Sabres. De Lorenzo out of the shotgun formation. Cuppernell in the backfield with them. Going to be the pitch here to Samu, tackled by McKenna and Promenschinkel.
Ball carrier is Peter Samu.
Samu, the first carry of the day, I believe.
Samu gives about 5 on his first carry.
Gain of 5. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10. Second down and 10 after the delay a game on the first down carry, or first down play. River Ridge 56, Orangeville 49 in the third quarter. Here comes De Lorenzo and the Sabres. Shotgun formation. Samu goes in motion. Gonna toss it to him on the left side. He's gonna be tackled by Ebersol in the backfield.
Brought down by Eric Ebersol and Bryce McKenna.
It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Be 3rd and 13. Ebersol's really had a nice game here today, Mac.
Yeah, he has. He's just really flown around the field here and just making play after play after play. And I think just sticking to his rules, too. You stay home and you don't get burnt.
So 3rd down and 13. Some of the veterans showing out. Like I said, he had Audie on the smart play earlier. Where this is an extremely young Sabre team as well, starting several sophomores and juniors. 3rd and 13. De Lorenzo out of shotgun formation. Samu goes in motion. Going to be a pitch to Samu off the right side, and he's going to have a nice gainer this time, cut down by Nye and McKenna. Going to bring about 4th and 7. So gain of 6 there, Samu. Ball on their own 36-yard line. 6:58 to go in this fourth quarter. Milledgeville 38, St. Thomas More 6. With a win here today, the Missiles will be at home in the first round of the playoffs next weekend. Horn gets the punt away. Johnson maybe have a shot at a return. Bounces right to him about the 23-yard line. Gets through the one tackle. Now he gets to the wall. He's across the 40, 50, 40, 35, outbound the 30-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. Nice return there by Kason Johnson. Boy, they had him right where he picked it up, Mac, but he got through the arm tackle.
Yeah, he did a nice job there, eluding that initial wave of tacklers, and Missiles here. I think they can just go through a time-chewing drive here and wind this game out.
First and 10 for the Missiles. 9, I formation, rolls to his left, looking for Audie, and that pass batted down by Bumba.
It's incomplete. It's now second down.
Second down and 10. I'm surprised the Missiles air it out there, Mac, with 6:28 to go. Second down and 10. Second down and 10. I formation behind 9. Wilk and 9 in the backfield. Gonna hand it off to Wilk. Wilk gonna be met at the line of scrimmage. We're gonna fall forward nicely. Tackled by Samu.
Tackled by Alex Samu.
Met at the line of scrimmage there, but he falls forward for a 3-yard gain, Mac.
If you're Milledgeville here, I just think you just keep the ball on the ground here and keep that clock rolling in your favor.
Like Kason Johnson stretching out from a cramp there on the sideline there. I formation, Nye under center. Double tight end set. Spencer Nye and Wilk in the backfield. 3rd and 7. Ball on the Sabres 27-yard line. 5:53 to go as Missiles letting the play clock wind down here. 15 seconds still on the play clock. Now he's still going to snap it a little earlier than he needs to, but going to pitch it to Wilk. Wilk off the left side, cuts it back up the middle to the teeth of the defense, but he's going to have a first down dragging defenders. He's inside the 20. See where they marking down at, about the 15 maybe. Gain of 12 there for Wilk. Wilk's biggest game of the season here on the ground for the Missiles here today. Audie subs out, Johnson in. As 1st and 10 for the Missiles, and Missiles have just wore out the Sabre team here.
I think if you had to summarize it in one sentence, that would be it, because they have just kind of offensively, defensively, just wore them down here, and this whole second half has just been that motto.
I formation going to be Spencer Nye up the middle. Nye now kicks it to the outside, but met right at the line of scrimmage. Might have a gain of 1.
By Alex Samu.
Second down and 9. Ball on the Sabre 14-yard line. 4:45 and counting for the fourth quarter. Milledgeville leads 38-6. And a game that was 16-6 after 3 quarters. 16-0 at the half. Nye, I formation once again. It's like McKenna and Wilk in the backfield. And I hand it to Wilk. Wilk off the left side this time, following his lead blocker Ebersol, dives inside. He's close to the first down, might have it. A yard short, so gain of 8 there for Wilk. 20 carries, 156 yards for Wilk here.
That's an impressive day.
It's a working man's day there. 3rd and 1. Like to reward him with a touchdown here. 3rd and 1 first. Ball on the 6-yard line. 3:45 to go here in the ball game. Nye, Connor under center, Spencer and Wilk in the backfield. I formation, double tight end set. Now I'm going to hand it to Wilk. Wilk met right at the line of scrimmage, but I believe he falls forward. Not going to have it, they say. No gain on the play, be 4th and 1. $3:15 to go here. They can snap it under 3 minutes. Can the Missiles, if they choose to do so. Fourth and 1. Ball on the 6-yard line. I formation for Nye, double tight end set. Nye going to be a quarterback seek, and he's going to have it. He's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 yards. Be 1st and goal for the Missiles.
Gain of 2 or 3 yards on the play, takes it inside the 5-yard line, and it's 1st and goal.
About the 3-yard line, it looks like maybe.
From the 4-yard line.
4-yard line, gain of 2 there for Nye. 1st and goal from the 4. 2:40 and counting for the ball game. 1st and goal, ball on the Sabres 4-yard line. So with the win here today, Missiles will finish 6-3 and have a home field game next Saturday most likely right here at Floyd Dobb Field. Let's hope it's this nice again, Mac.
If we could drum this up, I would be all for it.
3-yard run or 4-yard run right up the middle for Bryce McKenna is in for the Missile touchdown. McKenna, at fullback that carry, gets rewarded with a touchdown, and the Missiles build this lead here to 44-6. 4 yards for Bryce McKenna. 2:16 to go in the ball game. 2-point try, I formation once again for the Missiles. Nye hands it again to McKenna, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. As 2:16 to go, and we're going to have a personal foul there on Bumba. And that's his second. Is he out, Mac? What are the rules in IHSA?
I'm not
sure.
exactly sure, but I knew, though, that makes the spread 40, and that makes it a running clock, which I'm sure at 10-1 we wouldn't have said that Milledgeville will be in a running clock situation against this team.
Yep, 2:16 to go. Milledgeville 46, St. Thomas More 6. We'll be back on Area Sports Leader WCCI after this 30-second timeout. All right, welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field as Ebersol toes it up for the Missiles, and he kicks it through the end zone after that 15-yard penalty, Mac. He was kicking from the Sabres 45-yard line.
Well, it even bounced over the fence there behind the goalpost. We had a fan throw it back in.
Another flag on the sideline here at St. Thomas More. Some frustration just boiling over here, I believe, Mac.
Exactly. I think
maybe a sideline warning. I don't know if it'll be that could be their second one. Nope, just a warning. So 1st and 10 for the Sabres, ball on their own 20-yard line. Boy, sure didn't think this was going to get to a 40-point game, Mac.
No, I sure didn't see this one coming either, and I'm sure it's a long bus trip here, and they are going to make the playoffs here, but I'm sure the coaching staff's not the way they want to end their season here on this note.
De Lorenzo out of the shotgun formation. 1:56 to go in the ball game. Samu in the backfield with him. 20 coming in motion, Huber. De Lorenzo going to pitch it to Huber. Huber off the right, going to be tackled there by Johnson.
Ball carrier is Alex Huber, tackled by Connor Johnson. Once again,
no gain on the play there for Huber.
You haven't already gotten one. The forms need to be turned in before you leave the field today.
2nd down and 10 for the Missiles, or for the Sabres, excuse me. Ball on their own 20-yard line. 1:20 to go here in this 4th quarter. Dominant defensive performance here by the Missiles. Their offense got going late, Mac, but their defense carried them today.
To hold a team like this to 6 points, hey, hats off to the defense. But, yeah, the offense did a fantastic job today as well. But 6 points is – you're going to win a lot of games you hold teams to 6 points.
It looks like the Sabres just going to take a knee here now. Don't want to see anybody get injured late in the ball game. Sabres just going to snap it here. We'll have to snap it one more time, I believe. We'll see how slowly the officials reset the ball here, I guess. Maybe we'll spot it. Yep. De Lorenzo will take one more knee here, and that'll do it here. Your final. Milledgeville improves to 6-3 on the year. St. Thomas More falls to 6-3. The Missiles get a dominating 46-6 victory in this one, Mac. So we just mentioned ago, their defense carried them today, and then the offense got going late.
Yeah, and if you're Milledgeville, you really feel good about things right now going in. And 6-3, these are both 6-3 teams, but amazingly, the difference of the quality of the teams here, as we saw today, and whoever hits that Milledgeville team 6-3 is going to be. They're going to have their hands full.
Yep, they will be at home next week. We do know that. We're not sure on the scores yet. Some more scores to come in yet. But yeah, a very good 6-3 team.
A very good 6-3 team, and I guess if a person wants to know, hang out tonight and listen to the playoff show. The pairings will be released, and you guys will discuss them in depth, I'm
live
sure.
on YouTube here tonight, the NUIC football page, NUICfootball.com. It's our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us, listen to us. We'll be hammering out all the brackets here tonight as the Missiles get a 46-6 win over St. Thomas More. Go over the stats here quickly for the Sabres of St. Thomas More. Peace Mumba, 4 carries, 13 yards in this one. De Lorenzo, 17 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown. Horn, 3 carries, 11 yards. Samu, 3 carries for 8, and Huber, 1 carry for no yards. Through the air, De Lorenzo was 6 for 15 for 131 yards. 5 of those receptions going to Bumba for 130. Cuppernell, 1 reception for 1 yards. 7 penalties for the Sabres for 65 yards in this one. Now for the Missiles here this afternoon, Wilk, probably the player of the game offensively for the Missiles here today, 156 yards and a touchdown run on 21 carries. Nye, 15 carries for 57. McKenna, 1 for 4 and a touchdown. Tom Smith, 2 for 15. Johnson, 1 for 4. Audie, 1 for 15 and a touchdown. Spencer Nye, 1 carry for 1 yard through the air. Connor Nye, 8 for 16 with a touchdown for 64 yards. Connor Johnson was 0 for 1. Receiving, Kaysen Johnson, 4 for 24 and an 8-yard touchdown. Audie, 2 for 26. Wilk, 2 for 14 yards. 3 for penalties for the Missiles for 35 yards. And so most importantly, 6 wins for the Missiles and a home game next week, Mac.
Yeah, you said a mouthful there in that last sentence. There are 6 wins and nice season here and a tough 6-3 team, as I talked about. They're going to be, they're in.
Yes,
I guess you can say that you're in. And you know what? You start out 0-0 with your record and you move forward and week by week here, and it gets exciting.
Yep.
It's exciting, and it should be. So, hats off to Milledgeville, but I think they all, team and coaches, would tell you our work's not done.
Nope, absolutely not. Like I said, they're thrilled to be in the playoffs, but the Missiles got bigger goals that lie ahead here, as they had the toughest schedule in the state. The 8-man did them no favors this year with the schedule. By far played the toughest slate. Had a few bumps in the road they didn't want on the record, but they're a battle-tested 6-3. I know there's a lot of teams cheering for the Missiles to win today for potential other matchups, but all I got to say is careful what you wish for if you're wanting the Missiles later on.
Right. And this type of team, you feel like there's some young players on that team, and they're just going to continue to get better and better and better. And as their careers advance, next year just looks just as bright as this year too. But let's not look forward. There's a state title there for somebody to go get.
Yeah,
and Milledgeville's been on the road. They went on the road. That's the thing I give Milledgeville credit is they bounced around the whole state to get that schedule. So to get battle tested, you got to get out on the road, and you might get your nose rubbed in a little bit, but. They're here today, and they're moving forward.
Yeah, there's not going to be a single team that's going to want to see a 6-3 Milledgeville team in their bracket. As like I said, the pairings will come out tonight. I think the 8-man could even be out about 4 o'clock, but we'll be releasing it about 7 o'clock for the 8-man, and then the other classes about 8 o'clock here tonight. So thanks for joining me, Mac, and maybe we'll do it again here next weekend.
Yeah, it ought to be exciting, and look forward to a home game here, and see if we can put this weather in a can, and we'll open it up next Saturday.
Yep, absolutely. Once again, your final here from Floyd Dobb Field, Milledgeville 46, St. Thomas More 6. I'd like to thank our sponsors for making the broadcast possible here as well. Include Full Throttle Power Sports, Casey's, Manny's Pizza, Sterling Napa, Sloan Implement, Country Financial, Dykstra Law Insurance, Joe Carroll Energy, San Prairie Wireless, Miller Sports Center, Savannah Times-Journal, and the Mirror Democrat, Compeer Financial, Gibbs Drywall, Milledgeville State Bank, Johnson's Processing, Wally's Place, McKenna's Flooring, and the Carroll Service Company. So once again, your final, Milledgeville 46, St. Thomas More 6. Thank you for listening, and have a great afternoon.